music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.
We're in Timmy Street where there's a lot of issues making the rounds, and we understand that things are looking quite, interesting as the conversation with Portable's endorsement is still raising a lot of dust. But
Zazu?
Yeah,
Okay.
still raising a lot of dust. And
When you say
been
Portable, please add Zazu, please. Portable Zazu.
And we also understand that Wizkid was used as a case study in an American classroom recently as a topic of the discussion in a class in the US, and it was trending online, and his background was displayed on the board, and of course people had reasons to talk more about it. I think his situation is going global. The Essence, that track is no, that track is not a small track.
You know, I'm happy for Wizkid. Just when you think he's hit a peak in his career, another level opens up, and then he goes higher and higher. And I'm really glad for Nigerian music as well. It's not just Wizkid, of course, Davido performing at the O2 as well, and all the other amazing artists, Fireboy linking up with Madonna. It's a beautiful time in the music industry now.
It is, absolutely. And of course, Mr. Macaroni was trending yesterday.
Mr. Macaroni riding on a bicycle.
And you would have thought that this man is on the street again, doing his normal vocal powers, shouting, but no, not at all. A question was thrown to him: are you considering getting married anytime soon? He says, no, marriage scares me. I haven't been in a relationship since my time in school. That's like 2011 to 2012. All right, someone says you haven't been to relationships since 2012. When you actually are in the mood, how do you cope? And he says, well, I have some female friends who are also scared of relationships. I call them and we pray together.
Wow. Wait, so all that character about mommy wa and all those things, and that part where he says, let me freaky your account. So there's nothing happening in real life.
My sister,
wow.
Please.
You see why you shouldn't follow what's happening on social media too much. Anybody that sees Mr. Macaroni, you feel like this guy has like 100 girls lined up. He's just picking them one after the other. So it's dry in that area.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, it's also a good thing.
Absolutely.
I mean, for some people, they would like to focus on their career.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah, and not be distracted by other things. Yeah.
And of course, make only babies that you have plans for. Rapper Speed Darlington advises, and he came ranting as usual. On social media.
It's a beautiful day when Speed Darlington is giving us
telling
relationships.
You. I mean, he doesn't
family advice.
He says, look, my mother raised me well. In fact, they sent me to a couple of private schools. I became someone. I mean, if you cannot raise that child, there's no point bringing that child forth to the world. He's tired of children coming to your door, cars, and begging for money, disturbing and causing a lot of menace on the road. Come on, if you don't want these kids, don't bring them to life.
I agree. But it's not all the time I agree with Speed Darlington, but on this one I do.
But regardless, there is no way this trend can stop, because there's no proper orientation even to the public as to how they should give birth to kids. People feel it's their right to give birth to kids, but at the end of the day, if you don't have the capacity to handle the child, I think there should be a constitution that bars.
I think there should be like a national policy, like
there should
China.
Be a policy.
The way China
if you can't take
so
care
how
of
many
the kids? The thing is, it should be, if you can't take care of these kids, don't bring them forth.
So how do you determine if you can take care of them or not?
Well, of course, they have to. Their standard of living has to be assessed.
Like
what you do. I mean, how you earn. So if you're going to bring 4 kids, I mean, not 4, 5. At least if one.
But
let's
some
see
people would also say my life was good when they had 5 kids and the life was good, rosy, and then the economy took a different turn, and then what do they do to the 5 kids that they already have?
That's a different ball game.
Well, how is it a different ball game?
The economy took a turn.
So what happened?
It crashed your financial status.
Yes. So what happens to the 5 kids that
the 5 kids obviously cannot be on the streets. Obviously, you should still have a plan B or a plan C. At the end of the day,
our economy.
Debbie, look, there's no excuse for bringing 4 kids.
No, I'm just trying to look at things from another angle.
Absolutely.
Based on the fact that some people do not plan to have this kind of life for their kids, and it just happens that way,
But some deliberately do have this kind of life.
Some people see kids as investment.
Absolutely.
Like if I have these kids, somewhere in the future, one of them will become Oloriri
and help me
spread the
love to the
family.
ire
to everybody else.
Hit music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.